Welcome to Studio G's weekly recap. I've got your top stories from this week, and it starts right now. Welcome to Studio G's magazine show. I'm your host, Andre Walls. Are you ready for spring break? Some Rebels are so ready they're starting the party right now. Ezra Maha has the scoop.
Being a rebel isn't as easy as you might think. Between classes in the morning and partying at night, rebels were invited on the weekend to attend an early spring break party hosted by Victoria's Secret's Pink.
This is our Pink Spring Break party. Pink wanted us to throw a party to get everyone ready for spring break, and so we had to have a beach theme. We wanted to make sure that it was something that the UNLV students would really want to come to, so we chose Double Barrel as our venue. Well, anybody can attend the party, but we are only giving prizes out to UNLV students because we are representing the UNLV campus and the UNLV student body, so we want to make sure that anyone that wins something is from our campus.
A beach-themed party sounded great for rebels. Students participated in contests and games throughout the party. Many prizes were given out: beach towels, sunglasses, and even gift cards to Victoria's Secret's Pink. Students had already planned their spring break vacation this early.
Going to Catalina Island for a weekend, and then Huntington Beach, LA. Party!
When I asked students if it was a little early for a spring break party, they said,
It's never too early for a party.
good thing they got to party a little before midterms this week. Reporting for Studio G, I'm Estra Mau.
More parties and events to give back to the community will be held on campus throughout the semester. Follow UNLV Pink on social media to stay updated. Although some students see life as one big party, it is important to take a second to stop and think about your health. And UNLV is making this easier for students. Reporter Christy Zarpis has more.
Wellness Zone is offering students access to free HIV testing here on campus. I spoke with Star Wharton, the Assistant Director in Wellness Promotion, in order to find out more on the testing process.
The testing process can take about 45 to 60 minutes. This is not a conventional test. It's a test that is done quickly and you get the results back the same day. Conventional testing can take up to 2 weeks for results, but we use the oral swab test. Those results process in 20 to 30 minutes, and your total wait time is usually about 45 to 60 minutes, depending on how many students we have waiting. The test is administered using an oral swab. That oral swab is just as effective, just as sensitive and specific to the HIV virus as doing a blood test, but it doesn't involve needles, so it makes a lot of people feel more comfortable going in and getting their test done.
The free testing is available to all UNLV students who are currently enrolled in at least 3.5 credits and have paid their student health fee.
The CDC recommends that every sexually active adult age 25 or older gets tested yearly. Even if you're in a mutually monogamous relationship, it's just a good practice to get in the habit of. And when you have free testings like we do, then you don't have to pay for it either.
For those concerned about staying anonymous, your confidentiality is guaranteed.
Ensuring confidentiality is of utmost importance to us. We are an extension of the health center, which means that we follow federal HIPAA guidelines. And those HIPAA guidelines mean that we keep your health information private. You get to do what you choose with your health information. We do not share that with anybody, a partner, a parent, a significant other. It is up to you what you want to share with them.
The next HIV testing is on Wednesday, March 4th at 1:30 to 3:30 inside of the Rebel Wellness Zone.
Sometimes, you could have no doubt. You say, oh yeah, I don't have it, but it's always nice just to know for sure it's on paper, and it's also nice just in case to start a new relationship, just to know, so that way you have no secrets or anything like that.
With Studio G, this is Christy Zarpis.
Thanks, Christy. Be sure to stop by the Rebel Wellness Zone located on the second floor of the Student Recreation and Wellness Center to get your free HIV test. Coming up next, we're giving those silly llamas their last few minutes of fame. We'll also give you an update to a tragic train crash and how Las Vegas is working to make our roads safer for pedestrians. Stay tuned.
Teach for America is an opportunity to inspire children to be the best they can be.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor. When I grow up, I want to be a police officer.
Give Nevada a brighter future by enriching our children's lives and inspiring them to achieve their greatest potential.
When I grow up, I be a scientist. When I grow up, I want to be a lawyer. When I grow up, I want to be a paramedic.
It really does make an impact in their future.
You can apply online at teachforamerica.org.
A developing story out in Oxnard has uncovered the cause of what really happened in the train crash that injured almost 30 people. We bring you more details on the accident that happened last week. The accident turned deadly when 62-year-old Glenn Steele passed away in the hospital as a result from the crash. The driver responsible for leaving his truck on the track that caused the accident belonged to Jose Alejandro Sanchez Ramirez.
His prayers and thoughts are with Mr. Steele's family. Thought that he couldn't be involved in something that could lead to the loss of life. It is hard for him to emotionally deal with.
He drove on the track after trying to make a turn on 5th Street from Rice Street. He later ditched his truck, leaving it on the track. When he saw the train coming his way, now Ramirez could be facing stiffer charges on an accident that officials hope to monitor in the future.
Could lead us to consider more charges than we would have considered before, but it's too early to tell, what charges might be appropriate.
We're hoping that hopefully this will be the last death the city of Oxnard allows at that intersection. They've known for quite some time now that's a dangerous intersection, and we've had now multiple losses of life in the same location. I think it's time for the city to take some proactive action and stop the problem from ever occurring again.
Arrested earlier this week, but was released without any charges. More investigation needs to be completed, making a formal filing decision on the case, according to the Ventura County District Attorney's Office. Trains aren't the only thing that have been causing crashes lately. Las Vegas currently ranks as the 13th most dangerous place in the nation for pedestrians. A public forum was held at Cambridge Community Center to discuss possible solutions. Reporter Mandy Massa tells us more.
13 pedestrian deaths on Nevada roadways so far this year, 12 of those occurring in Clark County. A growing problem that can't be ignored, there were over 70 pedestrian deaths in the state last year.
Traffic laws are important. We take too much focus on some of these more serious violent crimes, but the thing is, the sad tragedy about all this is people are making mistakes, and these mistakes are leading to people losing their life.
The Nevada Department of Transportation has dedicated almost $10 million to improving pedestrian safety conditions, and more than half will be used to fund projects in Clark County specifically.
Switching it to the LED heads. In some cases, if it's seen that the one arm is not enough, we'll add in a second arm to increase the lighting at the intersection.
And there's also a new bill being introduced to lawmakers that aims to reduce the number of pedestrian deaths by designating pedestrian safety zones, where fines will double for infractions.
When we remind them that the cost for getting caught behaving badly increases, they see that happening to themselves. So we think it's going to be quite effective.
Sherry Bush's son was killed while attempting to cross the street in 2013. Now, Bush advocates for pedestrian safety by leading community forums such as the one held here in Clark County last week. When attendees were asked if they've ever almost been hit by a car while crossing the street, nearly all of them raised their hands.
If you are not aware of your surroundings in 360 degrees and you let your guard down and underestimate your own vulnerability, they will get you here.
But will improving pedestrian road conditions be enough to solve the problem? Is it simply the drivers who are being careless, or is the pedestrians as well?
No one ever thinks it's going to be them. They're not going to be the driver that hits somebody, or they're not going to be the pedestrian or the bicyclist that gets hit.
Just remember, even though you're utilizing a crosswalk, you have to give consideration to that vehicle, because every time that vehicle will win, even if they're in the wrong.
Reporting for Studio G, I'm Mandy Massa.
The new bill is still in its earliest stages, but the $6 million pedestrian safety grant has already been given to Clark County. Improvements like more crosswalks and better lighting are already underway. As of recently, cars and trains aren't the only things you need to look out for. Now you need to worry about llamas too. Last Friday, a couple of llamas got their 15 minutes of fame after escaping their handler and running loose in Arizona. Since the llamas went viral, they have been returned home. One of the handlers said the llamas were invited to a retirement community as a therapy before they managed to escape.
All the group at my retirement center are overwhelmed. They're so happy to know that they were on television.
Richard said a resident with a plastic bag spooked one of the llamas, causing him to be knocked to the ground. The llamas, Kaniti and Laney, are now back to training. They are both show llamas. It looks like we're all safe from llamas for now, but our health is something we all still need to look out for. Coming up next, we have a few fun physical activities to get you in such great shape that you could even outrun a llama. Stay tuned.
I used to have to do things, bad things, just to get by.
I was scared to come home sometimes. The gang knew where I lived.
Mommy said she couldn't afford it, but I want to be a singer when I grow up. I like singing.
I'm not afraid anymore. My life has changed.
My dreams are coming true.
I realize now that my world is so much bigger.
Is an opportunity to inspire children to be the best they can be.
When I grow up, I want to be an actor. When I grow up, I want to be a police officer.
Give Nevada a brighter future by enriching our children's lives and inspiring them to achieve their greatest potential.
When I grow up, I'll be a scientist. When I grow up, I want to be a lawyer. When I grow up, I want to be a paramedic.
It really does make an impact in their future.
You can apply online at teachforamerica.org.
Welcome back. Now, this is not your ordinary 5K. Runners in all white flocked to downtown Las Vegas this weekend for a run unlike any other. Reporter Mandy Massa has more.
3, 2, 1, The streets of downtown Las Vegas were painted blue, orange, pink, and yellow when the Color Run took over for the 5th straight year.
The Color Run, it's a 5-kilometer untimed event where you start out the race wearing all white, and then each kilometer of the race you get doused with colors.
Known as the happiest 5K on the planet, the original paint race celebrates healthiness, happiness, and individuality.
This is our year of our bucket list. We had made a list of things we wanted to do, and this is one of them.
The Color Run hosts more than 300 events in over 50 countries, and they'll be debuting a brand new twist in Las Vegas this year.
Because we're the first and the largest in the country, what we have to do is we have to keep innovating, and this year we're introducing our new tour. It's called the Shine Tour, and so we have an official sparkle zone where you'll get glitter and sparkle thrown on you.
Less about your 10-minute mile and more about having the time of your life. More than half of participants are first-time 5K runners.
And I figure the only way to figure out what all the hype around these 5Ks is to run it myself. This is my first one. Here we go.
Whether walking, running, or dancing, it was near impossible to find anyone without a smile.
I really liked that I could just walk through it with all my friends and have fun and get doused in color.
Runners were doused with a new color at every kilometer marker.
As you can see, like, people are dancing, people are having a great time, and it's just amazing knowing that you can impact somebody's life like that.
And it all led up to the grand finale, a final color and an outrageous finish fest.
The very end, the partying was the best. It was a lot of fun to dance. The DJ was really, really good.
I mean, it was raining glitter. What more could a girl ask for?
Running and reporting for Studio G, I'm Mandy Massa.
If you think the color run looked like a blast and are interested in doing a run similar, there's still time to register for tomorrow's Bubble Run at Sam Boyd Stadium. If bubbles and glitter are a little too girly for you, how about flipping some tires? Monica Madrano checked out the PEX Bootcamp class to see what it was all about.
PEX is adding a ton of new classes to their curriculum to get students up and moving.
I think it's a lot of fun. Before I had a lot of, I don't know, I was kind of nervous about it because I've never taken one before. And I like it a lot. It makes me get up and work out because during school, like everybody else, I just study. I don't do any working out. I just get focused on books. So this is a lot of fun for me and I get to socialize and stuff like that. So I like it.
It also keeps my in schedule working out throughout the semester because sometimes when tests come up or something like that, I just ignore my working out. So this keeps me on track.
Outdoor Boot Camp combines military drills with team-building exercises to keep students motivated in strength training.
Military stuff like push-ups, squats, a lot of jogging, a lot of tire lifting, a lot of teamwork activities too, that if you kind of are isolating yourself and don't want to do, you're going to have a teammate kind of pick you up and make you finish the workout.
For example, on Wednesdays we do assessments, which is really good because it pushes you to do more push-ups or sit-ups or squats or flutter kicks. It depends. So you always have that challenge of, oh, let me beat my score from last week.
One thing that I like to pride myself on with my classes is it's going to push you past that comfort zone. It's going to get you out of your bubble. It's going to get you out of that shell that you might be in when it comes to physical fitness or just in life in general, because you have to interact with other people, and that's always great, right? So I definitely want to push you past that comfort zone, make you do things that you thought were impossible. Even if you're an advanced athlete, there's always another level to reach, and my objective is to get you there.
1, 2, 3, get back!
PEX courses are offered both on and off campus. Be sure to tune in next week where we'll show you how the Honors College stays in shape. Coming up next, a few unique things to do in Vegas. Studio G will be right back.
Nearly 3,000 abused and neglected children live in foster care in Clark County because they cannot live safely at home. The CASA program is here to help these children live in safe, permanent homes. By volunteering with CASA, you can make a difference by becoming the voice for these children. Apply now at casalasvegas.org.
If you told me my best friend would have died at 19, never would I have thought it'd be from a heroin overdose. I should have seen the signs, but sometimes you only see what you want to see.
And sometimes a certain darkness is needed to see the stars. Some are never given the gift of recovery in time, so fight for your life while you still have one, because there is no hero in heroin, only those who overcome.
Welcome back from the break. This week on Family Friendly Las Vegas, through all of the glitz and glamour Vegas has to offer, one light shines brighter than the rest. Reporter Clarissa Levitt takes a look.
Are you looking for a fun place to take the kids? Well, the Neon Museum may be the place to go.
Started in 1996 by concerned members of the Las Vegas community, the Neon Museum began.
The first sign that we restored and conserved was the Hacienda Horse and Rider, which was located as public art on Las Vegas Boulevard. And it sits currently where it was installed in 1997, which is at Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street.
Now boasting over 200 signs, many of which have multiple parts, the Neon Museum holds memories of Las Vegas's past.
Everybody has a memory of Las Vegas, and invariably it is connected visually in some way to a sign.
Sure, you could always walk down Las Vegas Boulevard and see the same thing, but when you go into the Neon Museum, it's a completely different experience.
The Neon Museum has partnered with the City of Las Vegas to designate Las Vegas Boulevard from Washington to Sahara a federal scenic byway. So in partnership with them, we place restored and conserved signs as public art on medians on Las Vegas Boulevard.
During the day, you can see the signs in all of their glory, but at night, the lights come on. Surprisingly, only one sign in the entire museum says Las Vegas, and only one sign is not from Las Vegas at all. The museum is also home to one of the oldest signs in Las Vegas. The museum welcomes people of all ages to enjoy the signs and learn about their history, but they prefer that children under 6 remain in a stroller. For Front Row Center, I'm Clarissa Levitt.
Thanks, Clarissa. Join us next week for another edition of Family Friendly Las Vegas. If you like celebrities, you won't want to miss it. And speaking of celebrities, Alyssa Stein checked out a great show for locals that put on by a hometown celebrity. Take a look.
Vegas locals know better than anyone else where to find the best entertainment in Las Vegas. That's why they have voted Zoe Bowie the Best of Las Vegas Award 4 times.
And make me feel just right. Thought this was kind of like my version of Disneyland, where most kids my age would want to go see Mickey Mouse. I wanted to come see Wayne Newton, and I did, and I loved Vegas so much that over the years I noticed that many of the shows that I liked and the feeling of Vegas that I used to love kind of disappeared. And so, quite frankly, instead of looking for it, I decided I'm going to create it myself, and so that's why I'm in Vegas, keep that true essence of that maverick spirit that this city was based on in the first place alive and well.
Chris Phillip, known as Zoe Bowie, has been performing for 31 years and has been catering to locals all over the Strip.
He motivates me to come up and dance on the dance floor. I mean, I usually am the one that's sitting in the back. I'm super shy. I never want to go up and dance. And once he says, get out and get on the dance floor, he's saying Uptown Funk You Up by Bruno Mars. It was over.
His high voltage show with his fiancée Lydia Ansel on electric violin and singer Neve Malandra can be seen in the Rocks Lounge inside the Red Rock Hotel and Casino. The trio welcome locals and never charge a cover fee.
The thing that's very important to me, and I've always stood very firm on this, is that we never want to charge people to come to see us. We want to think that this is something where locals especially could come and just have a great time. If you have 20 bucks in your pocket or $2,000, it doesn't matter.
With celebrating 9 years at Red Rock Hotel and Casino, Zoe Bowie doesn't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. For Studio G, I'm Melissa Stein.
Zoe Bowie performs live on Friday nights at 10 p.m. For all you sinners out there, we'll be right back for a way to clear your conscience in a snap. Stay tuned.
I really like dance club the best, and football is my second favorite.
We take kids on hikes, we take them to the Springs Preserve, we take them on career exploration field trips, so they're going everywhere in our city and our community to see what is out there for them. What we want for the kids in our programs is the same you would want for your own kids.
To learn more about the program,
Many people use social media for different purposes to socialize or even to get tasks done. But a San Antonio priest is offering service digitally. Reporter Ezra Maha explains more.
A social media outlet that has more than 100 million monthly active users, 71% of them are under the age of 25. A mobile app that continues to add new features to keep its users busy and updated with news. Snapchat. Recently, a priest in San Antonio says he is offering confession service through Snapchat. Other faithful believers disagree with the idea.
It's not confession. It's not what the sacrament is all about.
For those who don't know how Snapchat is used, Snapchat is a photo and video messaging applications where users control the recipients and the time videos and photos are viewed, which means these photos will disappear after it's viewed. I asked people how they felt about the idea. Here's what they said.
People are gonna go with it, but I think the traditional way is better. You know, going to church is always better. It's the simplest way, I guess. You know, and Snapchat is kind of shady for that kind of stuff. So
a Snapchat, I don't know. I just feel like people wouldn't take it as seriously.
I think it's an awesome idea. I think if you can get your confession done, then get it done. If it's through Snapchat, it's through Snapchat, but it's better than not doing it at all, I'd say, if you're really into your religion.
I think confession should be held face to face. It's like an apology, you know.
It was reported through local news that he wants to stay anonymous, but his service will be available on the app March 2nd through the 16th. For Studio G, this is Esra Maha.
If you own a smartphone, then you can download Snapchat. A recent update to the app now allows you to wire money to another person. It's just showing you another way how social media is changing how we do everyday tasks. Those were our top stories from the past week. Thank you for joining Studio G's Magazine Edition. Be sure to tune in Tuesday to see what's going on around campus and the Valley. Have a great day, Las Vegas.